D-Lo for boxing. All right, so I've been in my time away from spend a bunch of time on YouTube watching videos and even chopping it up myself. I've been in these Facebook groups talking boxing here and there. And one of the things that came up, it actually was a post about Lomachenko and something else, maybe Lomachenko, Salido or something. But anyway, it goes to the topic goes to Devin Haney, and of course, for myself, I mean, I clearly see that Devin Haney is unnecessarily having a hard time getting the fights that he should get from the guys at 135 pounds in his weight class where he campaigns, where he is the WBC champion, regardless of the nonsense of WBC pool with making him the champion emeritus when he hasn't even, wasn't even going to be away from the sport any kind of time. So I didn't agree with that decision in the first place. WBC already made it harder than they had to for Devin Haney to get a title. But I'm not going to delve too far into that because that's a topic for another video. But I will say that, with Lomachenko being in the position he is, you would think that for him to prove that he really wants to be undisputed, he would fight Devin Haney. He's not interested. Tank Davis, dismissive of Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia, I'll fight Devin Haney later, so he's not ready for Devin Haney. So it's just a list of guys at 135 pounds who are viewed as, top level guys, but they have no interest in fighting this kid. And, the thing that bothers me the most when a fighter gets ducked is guys who, fans who don't want to give credit to the guy, don't want to acknowledge that guys aren't trying to fight him. First thing they pull out of their ass is, well, who's he fought? I can't even link. There's no link for the guys that he's fought. You gotta Google them and you still can't find them. My thing is this: for Devin Haney to become the WBC champion, he fought the guys that WBC asked him to fight to get into title contention. Then when the belt was, when the belt was up for grabs and he was supposed to fight for it, they moved Lomachenko and Luke Campbell into that fight, and he had to wait. But all in all, he's fought the guys that WBC has asked him to fight. Okay? But on the flip side, he's fought the guys who have been willing to get into the ring with him. Devin Haney's young. He's only like 21 years old. He should be so green that these guys are ready to jump on him now while they can. While they can exploit the fact that he doesn't have a ton of experience on the pro level. But you don't even get that. You have guys that are making excuses as to why they shouldn't fight him. And, things of that nature. I mean, do I think that he just runs over all these guys? No, but I think he can make great fights with all of these guys, regardless of the outcome. I think they're great fights for that division. They're great fights for the sport of boxing. And the thing is that they're fights that's going to tell us who's the best in this division. And that's what, we need to get around in all these weight divisions. We need to get guys that are at the top and near the top fighting one another. Because everybody can't be the champion. I don't give a damn how many belts they got. Everybody can't be the champion. Everybody can't be number one. These guys need to be mixing up. We need to find out who's the cream of the crop. And it shouldn't take having to set a tournament in place to make the top guys fight one another in these weight classes. They should want to fight one another. These guys today don't want to prove they're the best. They want to walk around saying they're the best. But as for Devin Haney, I have nothing negative to say about Devin Haney's opposition, his level of opposition to date, because I truly believe that Devin Haney wants to fight the best fighters available, and he just hasn't been put in a position to do so, not because of himself, not because of his promoter, not because of management or anything of that nature, because the guys that could truly show us how good Devin Haney really is won't get in the ring with him for one reason or another. But that's all I gotta say on it. D-Lo 404 Boxing. I'm out. Peace.